Power doesn't just mean money. It doesn't just mean status. It doesn't just mean position. It could also be beauty, which women have. A beautiful woman has power over a man. But what about Alex? She also breached the policy. Shouldn't she be expelled from the workplace as well? I wish I was that ignorant. It seems like life is much better being that ignorant. Alex Herring. Okay, so I'm sure you guys by now you guys already know Ned Fulmer's cheating scandal. It's pretty big. It's quite unfortunate for his wife. Very unfortunate, and I wish her the best. We already know that, you know, whenever you cheat on your significant other, this isn't just a week or even a month. This is probably going to take years of reparation, mental reparation. So Ned, he fucked up real bad, like really bad. So I'm not siding with him. It's unfortunate for the wife and for the two kids as well. It just sucks, dude. And Ned, bro, shame on you, bro. Shame on you. How did you not think about this? But anyways, I'm not here to talk about Ned. There's already people out there just completely flaming, destroying him, roasting his aesthetics. It's unbelievable. It's crazy stuff. Jamari did a very good video. Highly recommend you guys watch him. Here's the thing though. I ended up watching that roast of Jamari about Ned. And there's one thing that he kind of touched on, but didn't really go into detail, which I wish he did. And that's the whole Alex Herring individual here. This person who is also the second party that participated in that cheating scandal. This woman, shame on you as well. I believe that is her fiance. I believe that's her fiance. I don't know. But understand that I feel like actually, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna go as far as to say that. I'm just gonna go ahead and just lay down the details, and then I'll probably give you my opinion. My opinion will develop as I unfold the details. Okay, so Ned cheated on his wife. He's a pretty big asshole for that. We know that. But what about Alex Herring as well? Not a lot of people are addressing her part or how big of a deal this is as well. This woman knew that Ned was married and had two kids. She knew because Ned has been married since 2012. He had two kids, one I believe in 2018 and the other in 2020. And this just recently happened in 2022. So she knew that he was married. I don't know if he knew that she had a fiance, but the fiance is here. And so if he did know, double shame on Ned. I want to keep calling him Ned Flounders, but Ned Fulmer. Ned Flounders is too Christian for you, bro. Like, no, you don't deserve that name. But regardless though, yeah, he's an asshole for that as well. Like big time, bro. Like, you have no idea. Like, I almost envy him for being that stupid. I wish I was that ignorant. It seems like life is much better being that ignorant. And her too. This brainless child here. Man, woman. I mean, no. What is it called? Woman, child. How are you still acting like a high schooler? It blows my mind. But here's the thing though. Here's the bullshit. How is it that I haven't heard anything about Alex being expelled from the whole Try Guys studios? Why has there been no mention of her being expelled from the workplace? And here's the thing. I was so curious about it because I had noticed that everybody was talking about Ned, but nobody was really talking about Alex. And I didn't even hear anything about Alex. I was like, what? Why haven't they? What have they done with her? Did they fire her? I'm actually very curious. Let me look it up. And here we are. I looked it up, and luckily for me, there was a segment dedicated to what happened after the cheating scandal. I'm not even kidding. Look, the segment's right here. Where is Alex Herring now after the Ned Fulmer's cheating scandal? And I was absolutely displeased when I read these two paragraphs, because when I finished it, there was no mention of her being expelled from the workplace. Not one. Just about the fallout of the whole scandal. You know, the typical stuff. You know, the rational decisions you make after you find out that your significant other cheated on you. The boyfriend or the fiance ended up deleting every picture from his Instagram, I believe, or Facebook. I don't remember. People unfollowed both Alex and Ned. So it's stuff like that. Stuff that doesn't really matter. At least not to me. What matters to me is the fact that no one has fired her. Why? Why has no one fired her? At least I haven't read about it. But hopefully they've already eliminated her. Because I looked it up in a couple of articles. And there's this one article that says, this is from 12 hours ago. And it reads, it is unclear if Alex Herring is still working with the Try Guys after the Ned Fulmer's cheating scandal. Why doesn't that article or all of these articles talk about how Alex also got fired? Why? So I started to suspect something. I was like, okay, maybe the reason why they fired Ned but not her is because Ned is the face of the company. Which I would have been like, all right, for sure. Yeah, that makes sense. But here's the thing though. When this whole news, this whole debacle ended up exploding and people found out that he cheated on his wife, Alex also, in a weird way, started to be recognized as one of the faces that associates themselves with the Try Guys. So now, in a way, she's kind of a small face in this company. It's probably like in the corner, but she's still there. So I'm asking myself, if you're gonna fire Ned, why don't you fire Alex as well? Because when you fire Ned, I don't know where you were what that meant. What did that mean? Because I still, even right now, I don't even know what that means. And I'll show you what I mean by that, okay? So here's the thing. You fire Ned, right? That to me tells me that you don't want to associate somebody who's committed infidelity, which I would be inclined to agree with you, right? But here's the thing. If you expel a person who committed infidelity, what about Alex? Why has no one talked about the fact that Alex committed this, and why isn't she facing the same repercussions as Ned? Why hasn't the workplace expelled her from the workplace? Or the Try Guys, why haven't they expelled her from the workplace? Because clearly it seems to me when you eliminated Ned, to me it looked like it gave me the impression that you didn't want to associate with people who commit infidelity. She committed infidelity as well. So take that apart. Okay? But let's just say that it's not because of the infidelity, okay? Let's say that you let him go because he breached policy. Right? He breached the policy. He wasn't supposed to have a consensual relationship. Okay. Fair enough. But what about Alex? She also breached the policy. Shouldn't she be expelled from the workplace as well? This is why I can't. This is because the fact that I haven't heard anything about Alex being expelled from the workplace, the fact that I didn't hear anything about that, it seems to me like there was no policy in place about having a consensual relationship in the workplace. That's the impression I get. If you don't fire her, then that means that you probably didn't have a policy for that reason, for consensual relationships. So it seems to me like you kind of distanced yourself from Ned because you guys didn't want to associate with those kind of people. But then you still have somebody working in that company who also committed infidelity. You see what I'm saying with this? Hopefully I'm not confusing you, but that's kind of the impression I get. So my question is, what's it gonna be, guys? Try Guys. What is it gonna be? Are you guys trying to associate? Are you guys not trying to associate with any people who commit infidelity? Or are you guys just punishing them for breaching policy? I don't know. And then there's this thing that I kind of want to address as well. There's people out there who are talking about the power dynamic, which kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, kind of makes me rage, because I'm thinking to myself, why? Why are we talking about the power dynamic? I understand that men have power in their position, but here's the thing: power doesn't just mean money. It doesn't just mean status. It doesn't just mean position. It could also be beauty, which women have. A beautiful woman has power over a man when they are beautiful. That is also a power dynamic. And I don't think that anybody's talking about the power dynamic from the other side. What about Alex? She's clearly a beautiful girl as well. Nobody's talking about that. Why does it always have to be the man who has to have the power dynamic in a relationship? The woman can too. After all, powerful men have fallen because of beautiful women. They will do anything for a beautiful girl. So I think that there's a power dynamic definitely going on if you're going to look at it from both sides. Look at it from both sides, okay? And I think that that's pretty much it. Oh, and also one more thing. I think that firing her, I feel like women have to tell this company that it's like, why are they giving her special treatment? Because she's a woman? No, women, I feel like women need to give their opinion about this. I feel like a woman's opinion about this scandal also matters a lot more than a man's, because when a woman speaks on behalf of being a woman and they criticize Alex Herring for her part in this, I feel like it has more power, more weight to it than when a man criticizes her. I encourage women to step up and to condemn Alex Herring, because if the women don't step up and hold their own accountable, that's how a disparity between the genders is created. And that's why people like Andrew Tate are rising from the crowd, because people listen to that and say, you know what, man, you make more sense than most of these men and women who talk about equality. Because I don't feel like I'm equal. I feel like I'm being put in a position where I'm cornered and I'm not given any importance. So think about that, man. I think that it's absolutely important that we understand the dynamics that are going here, not just between Ned and Alex, but of all society. This is absolutely detrimental if the company does not take action. Fire her. That is what I highly, highly suggest, to get rid of her. It also sends a message not just to the men who commit infidelity, but also to the women, because this seems like women can get away with it, and I don't like that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. And if you have anything else to add, put it in the comment section below. I would love to read your comments, so put that in the comment section below. And if you disagree, let me know why.